All right. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. All praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders at GMS to rule well. Peace and blessing to the Akim that's out there fighting, doing this work with truth and sincerity. It's your brother Bon Supply back at you again with another lesson. Lord willing, this is edifying to the elect men out there listening and watching these videos. That's another quick lesson I want to get into. This is inspired from Yahweh Bashim Abishah Bashim Rakakwadash. And I was listening to one of the apostles or elders, or one of the Akim that's out there laboring with truth and sincerity to warn the flock of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the elect of his people, man. You know, the apostles and elders have been out before YouTube, and since they've been on YouTube for some time now, that you've been hearing the apostles and elders and the men on down warning you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and you heathens, because you got to know what's going on and know who you are, and you're going into captivity as well. Been telling you about the RFID chip is coming. They're shutting down a lot of Walmarts, allegedly turning them into camps, and they got FEMA camps, and they're trying to bring in a new regime to make the people to submit to mandatory vaccines and RFID chips that's spoken of in the book of Revelation. But you people scoff at it and make light of it, but not understanding that these things are happening, and they sending in during the COVID-19 situation. They send in a lot of military vehicles throughout America, so the stage is set, and they're implementing things daily. Stimulus packages. And they started giving you money, pacifying you, rocking you back to sleep, not knowing the more money you put out there cause hyperinflation, to bankrupt the system, to put everything on the RFID chip. Martial law is coming. They're going to lock down the cities. So they got something called medical martial law. And martial mean warlike. You see the riots and things like that, where you have the troops are now in the streets and the cops are brutalizing the people out there that's protesting or whatnot. You see the chipping stations that they have in certain areas where brothers been doing videos upon to warn you that the RFID chip is the microchip that's spoken of in the book of Revelations, which is the mark of the beast. And they go force you to take that chip. If you don't have that chip, you won't be on the grid. You'll be living off the grid or thrown in a FEMA camp, whether you go be so-called re-educated or reprogrammed to take the chip or be put to death. Famine, the food is coming. They shut down Walmarts, and the food in a lot of these stores sections are scarce, and they're not even bringing certain things back. Even in a dollar store, you go to a dollar store, and you look on the back shelves. I haven't seen tissue in about a month and a half. Could be exaggerating on that, but at least about a month. You know what I mean? Either more or less. So we telling you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to adhere to these things from the Heavenly Father, and to turn from your wicked ways and repent. Only the elect is going to be taken care of, but tried as well, and still will be taken care of, because the righteous says scarcely make it, man. So we praying to hope that we the hopefully elect, and we telling you that you are the true biblical Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. So this is Isaiah 42 and starting at 18. He say, hear ye deaf and look ye blind that ye may see. So you hear, right? You can look because you see us. You're not blind because you can see the men of the Lord out there on the highways and byways that you may see. Well, spiritually, you're deaf and you are blind because you don't use your ears to hear spiritual things out of what you're hearing. You don't look at us as being spiritual men. You look at us as being carnal men. Who is this guy? I used to grow up with this guy. This guy used to smoke weed. This guy used to do, eat abominable food. This guy used to commit adultery. Well, the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Shai can get you from out the dust of the earth and make you into one of his servants. So this is the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Shai that is working those dry bones in the book of Ezekiel chapter 37. So he's saying, hear ye deaf and look ye blind. Look at these men and know that I sent them. But you look, but you blind because you don't see those men of the Lord or us out there speaking to you as spiritual men that ye may see. that you may see that you know the power of Yahweh Bashim Abishai is working through this man. So it's go, as they say in the South, it's go get you yonder. You know what I'm saying? He said that in the South. That way you can look at these men and hear with a spiritual ear and look with a spiritual eye and get beyond these men and see what you need to be doing spiritually to get right with Yahweh Bashim Abishai. But yet still you want to march and scoff. Marching and scoffing is not going to make things right for you in this country, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. It's not. The scripture don't speak about that. Speak about in Zephaniah say, "Wait ye upon the Lord." And Isaiah said, "Wait ye upon the Lord until He renew you your strength, till you rise up to the prey, man." So marching and trying to get civil liberties and trying to get equal unity and equity and things of that nature it's not going to happen in this life. We weren't put over here to do that. Why you think all these years and decades we've been marching since Selma and ain't nothing changed, man? Y'all, because Isaiah 42:18, hear ye deaf, and look ye blind that ye may see. But you don't see it because you're not spiritually discerned, man. I mean, you are spiritually discerned. You don't see these things. You don't hear these things. You're still trying to find equality in a place that has given you nothing but pain. Who is blind but my servant, or deaf as my messenger that I sent? Who is blind as he that is perfect, and blind as the Lord's servants, man? Because we all the Lord's servant. The nation of Israel, we belong to Yahweh Bashim Abishai, man. And only 2/3 of his people don't see these things. We are natural born servants to Yahweh Bashim Abishai. He gave us laws, statutes, and commandments to go by, man. So you are blind, man, and don't even understand or even realize it, man. You are deaf. You see? Seeing many things, you see the things that's going on. You seen things that happen in history. You seen things that's happened since the time we've been over here in this country, man. Even up to this day, there's no equality. There's no civil liberties. There's no, there is such thing as racism because of what they put up. You see what I'm saying? They put you in the ghettos. So you seeing many things, but you're not seeing things spiritual. But thou observeth not. You don't observe the times you're in. You don't observe the wickedness, who they are. You don't observe the fact that you're an Israelite from your respectable tribe. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You see many things. Marching doesn't do anything. And trying to beat Esau at his game by going into his political arena, that's doing that. Come on, man. You just furthering his agenda, man. So you see many things, but thou observest not, opening thine ears, but ye hear not. So you hearing and seeing these things on a carnal level. This is a spiritual thing. You got to break that yoke from off your mind, man, and burst those bonds through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Abishai. Who is blind but my servant, man? And the apostles and elders through the spirit of Yahweh Yahabashai been warning you and telling you of these things since before YouTube was even thought about, man. And then when YouTube came, this truth just flourished. And look at the fruit that has become of what they've been teaching. But you still not looking at this thing spiritual. Like the scripture said, you've seen many things. FEMA has been, they got concentration camps, man. Mandatory vaccinations, the RFID chip. You see what I'm saying? And we tell you not to take these things. We tell you to be aware of these things, but yet still you make light of it. You don't even understand because you spiritually discern. You coming in a natural mindset. You're not coming in a spiritual mindset. Because you're still trying to find equality. You're still trying to find a place in a society that doesn't even want you or never even cared about you. Think about the so-called Esau. They came on a ship to pick your ass up and bring you all the way around over here, man. You can't tell me that ain't nothing. You can't tell me you can't see nothing spiritual with that. You are blind, man. You are totally blind, man, and don't see the things that we see. But you see many things, but you don't see the things through the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Abishai that's going on. You doesn't see that this economy is about to crash, man. You don't see that the food is genetically modified. You don't see that religion or in this country have been shoved down your throat, and you basically regurgitating plantation Christianity. You don't see these things, man. You see? Therefore, the Lord will come and pay you a visit, and he's only going to save the elect of his people, which consists of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Hear ye deaf, look. Hear ye deaf, and look, ye blind, that ye may see. And we telling you, because you need that spiritual eyesight to be able to see that anointing oil that's spoken of in the book of Revelations, where you can see these things spiritually. Right now, the veil is still pulled over your eyes. And once the veil is being pulled off your eyes, you go get it at the last minute, and it's going to be too late. Thermonuclear destruction is headed towards this place, man. So there's just a lot of things, which is prophecy, that is happening, but you don't see it. But you go see it when it's too late. And the apostles and elders and the men on down out here warning you of these things, man. That's all I had through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Shema Bashai. Lord willing, hope it was edifying. Until the next time, I shall say, Shalom.